You don't always know when you're going to make a difference with farmers, but there are times when it hits you in the face. And after the 2004 floods, I just happened to door knock a family, and they had harboured a number of people who'd been cut off by floods, and they'd had them all in their house. And when I walked in, I was invited in for a cup of coffee. When I walked in, one person was sitting at one end of the table and the other at the other end of the table, and there was quite a lot of tension there. And I said, "Do you think I should leave?" And I got no. And that's one, my heart went out to those two people under such huge pressure, but I actually believe that in the long run, in the short term definitely, I actually made a bit of difference. And I went away. I could have cried when I went away because those people were under so much pressure, but just being there, it's just luck. Sometimes it's just luck. You're just there and people just needed someone else to talk to. And so that's sort of outside of my normal job role, but it's just, it's just about being a listener. It's not that you have advice or anything more than that. And often that's how people learn too. And discussion groups classic with that, and that you get people together and they talk about things and they come to their own decisions about how they should approach stuff. And that's really rewarding. So it's not about me giving them answers, it's about facilitating people to work through issues or everyday decisions. For rural women, where we live in isolation, we're often involved in our farms and we work hard. We don't always have time to socialise, go and have a cup of coffee, and having children and attending something like Play Centre gave me an opportunity to educate myself. I learned a lot of parenting skills and people skills that we learned that later on the COs, consulting officers, were being taught, and I'd already done them through Play Centre. And I always think it's one of the most undervalued organisations in New Zealand. A lot of things replicate it, but it's about parents involved in learning, and education's always been a passion for me. So I was also involved with homeschooling my youngest child through health reasons, and we did that for a long time, and has its own challenges. But he's come out very well. Eventually he came out as he decided what he wanted to do, and I couldn't believe it. He went from this 15-year-old at home who just about hated school. Like at that point he just needed socialisation. He went out and found himself a flat, decided what he was going to do, and went and did it. It blew me away, really. Which is great. It's the best you can ask for your children, isn't it? In 2000, I went into a joint venture in the South Island with the three of us in an equity partnership, and it's the best thing I've ever done. And it's not just because of the financial side of it, but because of the people I'm involved with. And it's interesting how teamwork can be inspiring. Like we're a team of three who at a similar stage of life, have similar aged children, and probably similar ways of farming and similar goals. And it's just been so rewarding and challenging, and it has extended me. Farming teaches you resilience. It's about attitude. You realise it over time, and it builds with experience. Life throws stuff at you. 15 years ago, we shifted farms. My husband had a brain hemorrhage, my father died, and then my marriage broke up. I had 3 primary school aged children, and we ran the farm with the help of a manager. I never even considered not doing so. I felt numb for ages. I made lots of mistakes, especially with my kids. The things that got me through were strong family support, determination, and a strong independence. At that stage, the farm was owned by my mother and myself in partnership. Suddenly I was making all the decisions on my own. I agonised over everything. I think I got through because giving up wasn't an option. Each experience built on itself. Play Centre and school also provided strong support networks. You just have to get started, one foot after the other. My confidence has grown and the rewards are all mine. I'm passionate about farming. I love the variety, the rewards and challenges from making my own decisions. I'm proud of my children. I've changed from a shy person, seriously lacking in confidence. I now work part-time for DWN as a consulting officer. I was the only female consulting officer with kids. I do things that used to terrify me: public speaking, facilitating small to large groups. Why? Because I can make a difference. I believe everyone has the ability, and it's just about finding the right key to opening the door. I've always taken opportunities as they arise, and often they scare me. In July I was privileged enough to be invited to present at the Women's Forum of the International Farm Management Conference. The timing was terrible, first 2 weeks of calving, but somehow we made it work, and it's probably one of the best things I've done in a long time. The rewards always outperform the fear. When I went to Illinois for the IFMA conference, I was also sponsored to go and speak to the Illinois Agri Women, and one of the things that really stands out to me is that it doesn't matter where you live, you face the same issues. We all have family, we all have jobs to juggle, finances to juggle, and communities that we live in. And these women were great.